American singer and songwriter Jerry Lee Lewis has successfully established himself as one of the best music composers of all time while on vacation. When it comes to rock and roll, rockabilly, country, blues, honky-tonk, Lewis had it all and left an indelible mark with his many accomplishments in the competitive entertainment industry. Lewis is also an instrumentalist known for his piano skills. His career has been a journey filled with stories of ups and downs. Here's everything you need to know about the veteran musician. He was born on September 29, 1935 in Ferryday. Concordia Parish of Louisiana, his parents Elmo and Mamie Lewis. Lewis, always musically inclined, started playing the piano at a very young age. His love and devotion to the musical instrument prompted his poor parents to mortgage their farm to buy him one. But they wanted him to use that talent in his church. He was enrolled in the Bible Institute of the Southwest, where he would later be expelled for breaking school rules by playing worldly music. His expulsion from school prompted him to play for clubs in his home country. In 1954, Lewis released his first demo recording and continued to play clubs. After a successful audition with Sun Records in 1956, he began recording as a solo artist for several Sun artists. During this time, he released several singles and hits including Whole Lotta Shakin On, Great Balls of Fire, and many more, which boosted his solo career. He became very popular at the time, especially for his distinct piano stunts on stage. However, Lewis' rosy path to success quickly turned thorny in 1958 when it was revealed that his third wife, Myra Gale Brown, was his 13-year-old first cousin. The musician, who was 22 at the time, was met with tons of criticism from stakeholders and the general public. The uproar was so overwhelming that his tour of the year was cancelled after 3 concerts. It didn't end there. Lewis' marriage scandal took a toll on his career, costing him a loyal following. The pianist went from $10,000 a night for gigs to $250 and in smaller clubs. His contract with Sun Records ended in 1963 and he moved to Smash Records, where he released many commercially unsuccessful songs. But towards the end of his contract with Smash, Lewis bought him an idea from Eddie Kilroy, who offered him to record a song in Nashville. By 1968, Lewis had grown increasingly frustrated with his lack of hits with Smash Records, so when his manager asked if he'd record a country album, Lewis agreed. He released a cover of Jerry Chestnut's song Another Place, Another Time, which was a surprising hit. The single shot up to number 4 on the Billboard country music charts and remained there for 17 weeks. His foray into the country genre proved to be a significant boost to his career. From 1968 to 1977, Lewis had 17 top 10 singles on Billboard's country music charts, with some of his hits including What's Made Milwaukee Famous, Has Made a Loser Out of Me, She Still Comes Around, To Love What's Left of Me, Once More with Feeling, One Has My Name, The Other Has My Heart, and Sometimes a Memory Ain't Enough. He soon became one of the most profitable country music stars at the time. His first label, Sun Records, purchased Smash Records, and in 1970, his older country songs were reworked and released as an album. The single 1 Minute Past Eternity peaked at number 2 on the country charts. He returned to the pop genre in 1971 with the singles Me and Bobby McGee and Chantilly Lace, which was released the following year. He recorded soulful rock album Southern Roots, Back Home to Memphis, which did not chart but was well received by critics. After switching to record label Elektra, he released the critically praised album Jerry Lee Lewis, but it was a commercial flop. In 1986, Lewis was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and in 1989, a feature film was released based on his early life and career called Great Balls of Fire. It was based on a book written by one of his ex-wives. News of Lewis' scandalous marriage to his cousin Myra Gale Brown was greeted with such disgust by those in the 50s industry. Traces had revealed that Myra was his first cousin with whom he shared the same lineage with a grandparent. In 1989, a biopic titled Great Balls from the Fire was released and was based on a book written by Lewis's cousin's ex-wife, Myra Gale, about his early rock and roll days. Lewis lent and re-recorded his songs for the film's soundtrack. The film told the story of the artist's relationship with Myra, including the marriage scandal that negatively impacted his career in the 1950s. Lee Lewis was married 7 times and had 6 children from his marriages. He was first married to Dorothy Barton in 1952. However, the couple's separation only lasted 20 months. His second marriage was to Jane Mitchum and it lasted 4 years. The couple had 2 children, Jerry Lee Lewis Jr. born in 1954 and Ronnie Guy Lewis born in 1956. Jerry Lee Lewis Jr. died in a car accident in 1973. Lewis's third marriage to his cousin Myra Gale lasted 13 years. He had 2 children with her. Steve Allen Lewis, who died in a swimming pool accident in 1962, and Phoebe Allen Lewis, born in 1963. Lewis married for the 4th time in 1971 to Jaron Elizabeth Pate and had a daughter, Lori Lee Lewis, with her. The marriage ended in 1982 and the following year Lewis married his 5th wife, Shawn Stevens, who died 77 days later. His 6th marriage was to Carrie McCarver in 1984. The marriage ended in 2005 after 21 years. They had 1 child together, Jerry Lee Lewis III, born in 1987. Lewis married for the 7th time in 2012 to Judith Brown. Jerry Lee Lewis was an American singer and pianist who had a net worth of $10 million at the time of his death. Jerry died on October 28, 2022 at the age of 87. Jerry Lee Lewis is known for his hits Whole Lotta Shakin On, Great Balls of Fire, and Would You Take Another Chance on Me?